What's up, YouTube? I'm doing a unboxing video of a box I got from Marine Depot. I went ahead and already cut it open, and I'm going to show you guys what I got. Let's see if I can get it open. It's that weird tape. Lots of peanuts. That's always a good sign for me. I like to make sure that they've got stuff packed pretty well in here. I'll move some of this stuff out of the way. Here's my order form. And let's see what we got here. Here's my Hannah checker. This is the alkalinity, because I was having a lot of problems with testing my alkalinity and stuff, so I'm sure there'll be a review on this later. There's that. There's a little... that could be useful. Here's the extra test kit stuff for the alkalinity checker. I also got some Purigen. It's kind of interesting looking. And I also got this. It's the Ocean Stream Kit. It's got the wave maker, even though it doesn't really make a wave. It's got the pulsing action, and these magnets look pretty good. So we'll see how this looks once I get everything in there. Alright, I'll get back to you guys in a minute.
Alright everybody, I'm back. Got my two pumps in, if you can see over here to the left. There's one here and one on the other side like I had my other ones. I've got the wave box over where my RODI unit is, and it's at 10 seconds, so it's a pretty rapid pulse. Like, it'll shoot one, and then 10 seconds later it'll switch the other one and shoot it. It's not like a pulsing action where it just shoots bursts of water. Up in the other corner, up over here, I've got one of my Coralia Evolution. I believe it's 1,400 gallons per hour or 16. I can't remember which one it is. But I've got that over there just kind of doing the surface agitation, so I can have my two returns over here shooting kind of downward at an angle. Everything's doing okay. I actually just siphoned probably the first, I don't know, quarter inch or so, maybe a little bit less than that, of sand on that side of the tank at the bottom, because that was the worst side. So everything looks really clean on the bottom right now, which I'm kind of happy about, but I'm going to be monitoring everything. I did almost a 18-gallon water change, roughly. I did 2 5-gallons of that very little bit of sand, and then the rest, the last 16 gallons that I didn't hear, was just straight water that I had pulled out, just to be on the safe side. I turned every single pump and everything off so the water wasn't moving around a lot when I was siphoning. And so far everything looks pretty good. My corals are starting to open up a little bit more now. But yeah, that's that. My fish are all doing great. I just fed them. They're all plump and juicy. But I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures, or just get up closer to the corals so you can kind of see what I've got and how everything's doing, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so my Favia looks like it's had a few little issues with just on the back section of sand kind of getting kicked up on it. Other than that, I've noticed a pinkish flesh tone coming out a little bit more, which I'm glad I can see, and in the very center of each one of those little mouths is a bright orange ring. It's really hard to tell on camera for you guys, but so far it seems to be doing okay. Not a lot of receding or anything like that, so it's just kind of hanging in there. And I've kind of got it over here in the corner where a lot of the light won't be hitting it really hard. My frog spawn right here in the left side of the screen is actually doing really good. This is the one that I had a lot of problems with for a long time from the start, but now it really seems like it's starting to thicken up and actually starts sprouting little heads. out the sides of it and stuff down the bottom. That's really hard to see from this side, but it seems to be doing really good, so I'm happy about that. Over here on the right side of the screen, let's see if I can get it. There is my blue tubs that I got from Drew. So far, they're still there. There's 4 of them that I can tell. They're looking a little bit better than what they used to, so I'm just kind of hanging in there, seeing how they do and stuff. These 2 corals here, my Sphingota at the bottom section right here, is it's doing pretty good. It had a little issue for a little while. It looked like one of the nudibranches was kind of nomming on it, so I had taken it out and dipped it and kind of brushed the bottom off with a soft bristle toothbrush, and that kind of pissed the bottom of it off, but it looks like it's starting to make a little comeback on it. The top looks great. The color looks awesome. Just kind of waiting to see how that forms and stuff, which I'm pretty stoked about. The top left coral, I was told it was a green slimer, so it's doing pretty good. I kind of pissed it off a little bit. Something dropped on the very top piece, and so I'm kind of trying to fix that. But other than that, it's doing fine. It's encrusted almost that entire plug now, except for like the lower section of it. But almost the whole top section is covered, and it's starting to roll over. So, really stoked about that. I'm not exactly sure which SPS this is, but the part that's growing on it is like a bluish color down at the base, and the polyps are bluish green. The body is like a pinkish green, which is kind of hard to tell, and then like the main body of it is just completely green. Its polyps are like on the upper section are green and the bottom section are blue, which I thought looked pretty awesome. So it's just kind of hanging in there right now, and we're experimenting to see how well it does. So far it's doing kind of good because that's the middle section, so there's that little 2-inch brace kind of over it, so it's slightly shading it. But other than that, it's doing awesome. My green zoanthids right here, or my radioactive zoanthids, well, they are doing great, other than the fact that the cleaner shrimp is all over them. When they are completely open, when the lights are almost blue, it's an amazing color. It's really cool to see. And back there to the left, let's see if I can get it. Right here is my green mushroom. It's actually split off 2 more heads on the back of it, and one is actually floating around in my tank. Though it's not floating anymore, it actually anchored down in a little tiny crevice that I can't get to, so I'm kind of screwed there. But that's okay. I think it'll be alright. This is my green Monty cap. Its color isn't very green. It's kind of a pale green right now because I guess it doesn't like the light spectrum very well, but the polyps are all out and doing fine. I found actually 2 monopora eating nudibranches on this, and totally took care of those and siphoned them up in a little tiny syringe just to make sure I got them, and took it out and dipped it and all this stuff. And so far, ever since I did that, the polyps are out and just fully extended, so I can also tell it's encrusting underneath it and onto the plug. So I'm just kind of hanging in there, seeing how it goes. And so far, everything's doing okay. Haven't seen any nudibranchs in probably like 7 days now, something like that. Right here, it's really hard to tell, but my pink monopora, I actually had to break a section of it off because it was dying and the nudibranchs were eating it. And this is the one I couldn't get off the rock. So I just inspected it really, really well and siphoned a bunch of them off and all that stuff, and broke the pieces off that were bleached. And so far, it's doing okay. Just been kind of keeping my eye on everything. So this coral, on the other hand, my candy cane, kryptonite candy cane, it's just completely, it's slowly going. I've dipped it like 5 different times and nothing's come of it, and it's just kind of, I don't know what to do about it, but it's still here barely. This SPS is a palish green with green polyps also. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Had a little problem where it broke off, and I I had to glue it back on there and everything, but other than that, it's doing okay. Haven't noticed a big difference other than really good polyp extension on it. I believe this is some sort of monopore. I'm not 100% sure which one it exactly is, but the body is like a pinkish purple pale color. The polyps are super green. Sorry for the bad focus on it, but my fish are screwing up my camera. But that it also had the nudibranchs on it, and I took care of those off of it, and dipped it, and did all that stuff. So it's doing okay. These are my green star polyps. They're out, but they don't grow very well in this tank for some reason. I actually fragged a little piece off and put it in my nano, and those are more open than the ones on here. But they're doing okay. I'm just kind of seeing how they do. This is my rose buckle tip anemone. It's actually doing really good. The current that I've added to it is kind of pissed off a little bit, but other than that, the bubbles are extremely bubbled, and it eats like normal and everything like that. The color on it on the camera kind of washes it out, but it's like a orangish reddish pink, and it's pretty sweet looking. These are the two frags or a couple of the frags that I got from Roger. They seem to be doing all right. The color on them is kind of a brownish white / purplish color on the right one, and the left one's like a blue color with green polyps. Well, at the base they're green polyps. The rest of the body is kind of a whitish clear polyp. But it's doing pretty good. Just kind of watching, inspecting, seeing what it's all about, I guess. These two, the right one right here is one I've had for a while that just kind of broke off because the current kind of messed with it. I guess this is a better shot for you guys to see, but those are blue polyps on it, bluish purple, and the body's a white color. It's some sort of monicap. I can't remember which one the guy said it was though. And the one on the left is the green slimer, which was doing okay. It didn't look very good, and then I did a water change, and the polyps actually came out a lot more. So I'm glad to see that again. Right here, I know it's got too much current on it, but this stuff's kind of just pushed over on it, and not really done a lot. It's the green bird's nest. And the bottom of it, I mean, as you can tell, has been receding this entire time, so I'm just letting it go. I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. I've tried. The only thing I haven't tried is fragging little pieces, and that just seems like it would stress it out even more, hacking it up and stuff. So it is what it is. Hopefully later on down the road I can keep these, but for now, it was a good try, Roger, and I really appreciate it. I love that coral. As for the sand bed, it looks a lot wider, just because I siphoned that little top layer of the sand, and things seem to be doing okay. I haven't tested any of the water yet. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do that, just because I just did a water change, so that way I'll be able to use my alkalinity test kit and double check everything, see how it goes. But yeah, that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for checking out my video. I really appreciate all of the support you guys give me and feedback you guys give me from just doing this on YouTube, and also a website called daretoreef.ning.com. A lot of awesome people over there. They love to help out, and everything it just comes together and works out really well. So I really want to thank all my subscribers and all the people on that website just for everything you've done for me and hope to do for everybody else, and I really appreciate it. So thank you all, and thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Thanks.